Hi friends. In the last class we have seen what is voice, what is audio, and what are the difference between these two, and what are the frequencies used for voice, audio, video, and data, right? So data means high frequency, from low to zero to any high frequency that comes under data. Data can be passed through with any frequency. Now these are the examples used, and how the communication system work also we have just started. Okay, this is the block diagram of basic overview of communication system. So it consists of a transducer, modulator, repeater, demodulator, and transducer. Now previously I have explained what is the transducer. Transducer is nothing but a device which changes one form of energy to another form of energy. So when the input is of voice or audio, it can't be passed directly through the channel. So for that, in order to carry our audio or video signal for a long distance, we need to convert that into some electrical signals. So that is done by transducer. It will convert audio or video, voice signal, data signal, any signal into electrical signal. So here we have electrical signal. Now this electrical signal is of frequency here, the above shown frequencies. It can be of any of these frequencies. So now when you see these frequencies, actually these are very low frequencies. So these can't be traveled, this can't be transported to longer distances with just exactly these frequencies. So in order to transport these frequencies, what we have to do is we have to take the help of some other frequency which is very big or higher than this. So that is what we are calling it as some carrier. So one big carrier frequency, one big high frequency signal will take all these small signals. It will carry all these signals, and then that is passed. So that carrying and a new frequency, that is which is higher frequency, which will carry all these frequencies, that we are calling it as carrier frequency, and that is done by that process, that is adding of these small signals to the carrier frequency, is done by part modulator. So what modulator does is it will increase it will take this frequency to some higher frequency range so that they can be transmitted from antenna in the wireless communication system. And even in other form, like suppose if this is the medium, okay, now it will increase the frequency, and then that is transmitted. And here we have a repeater, right? Basically the repeater function is nothing but just to regenerate the signals, and it has to transmit so that the length can be increased, distance can be increased. Now demodulator we have, right? One is modulator, the other one is demodulator. These are nothing but opposite blocks. So here one carrier is used, a high frequency is used, which is used to carry all these small frequencies, and that same frequency, the frequency which is added here, that what we calling it as carrier frequency, that has to be removed at the demodulator. Why? Because we don't want these carrier frequencies. It is just helping us to transmit these small frequencies. So we need to remove this small carrier frequency which is added here at this part. So we have to remove this. Opposite process will take place here. So after demodulation, only we are left with only these small frequencies. So again these are into electrical form, so they can't be used in the same form. We need to convert this into some other useful form, just like audio or video, so that it is understandable. So we are converting again electrical signals to either sound signal, audio, or video signal. So that is done by again transducer. So transducer is nothing but converting one form of energy to a device which converts one form of energy to another form of energy. So that is what we have done, and this is all overall we are calling it as these conversions, transmission, and repeating everything, and receiving, extracting the same transmitted signal, we are calling it as communication system. So in that, the main important part is modulator part, and what are the uses of modulator. So our sir has given the notes here. You can see here just some overview of the modulator, what are the uses of modulator, and here you can see what is the need exactly in this page. In this page he just elaborated what are the frequencies and what are the uses. Same thing I have explained. You can see here transfer of different signals, and voice, audio, video, data signal. Okay, these are just representation. How the data signal is represented? It is represented by binary ones and zeros, right? So here this data signal is there, it is represented by 1 0, and it can be like this, right? So in the electrical form. Now you see, this is the need of modulator. What is the need of modulator? When channel is free space. So what we are considering, when the channel is free space, the signal is transmitted to the antenna. So we need, when there is no transmission medium, physical path, then we are transmitting the signal through the air path, that is free space we call. So when it is a free space, how do you transmit signal? We make use of antennas. Antennas are nothing but interface between free space and our transmitting device. So with the help of antenna we will transmit the signal. So when you are using the antenna, at what height you have to use, what is the size of the antenna, what are the frequencies that will be used for the particular antenna. So all those come into consideration. Now one of the biggest factors of antenna is antenna height. Okay, so how tall the antenna should be kept so that the signal is transmitted properly. So for that purpose what we are doing is we are taking the help of modulator. So what modulator does is, you just see here, this is voice signal, this is transmitter, and this has to be antenna. Okay, so here modulation, everything is done. Now only transmission is to be done with the help of antenna. So here antenna is there, but what is the height of the antenna? It is lambda as of now. Okay, now what is lambda? Physical dimension of antenna depends on lambda. So this lambda is affecting the height. Okay, now how we calculate lambda? Lambda is equal to c by f. What is this c? Velocity of light by frequency used. So what frequency you are sending, based on that we are getting this lambda. Suppose if the frequency is very small, as we say the audio and video signal, those are very small frequencies, low frequencies. So if frequency is low, what happens? Lambda becomes more. Why? Because c is constant, it is velocity of light 3 into 10 power 8. Now when frequency is small, lambda becomes automatically high. So when the lambda is high, what does it mean? The height of the antenna should be more. So this is the issue. This is not practically possible. Every time keeping big antennas at the transmitters will take a lot of space and it becomes complex system. So in order to avoid that, in order to reduce this height lambda, we have only one solution as of now. We have only one solution. Why? Because we can't change the c value here, but we can only change the frequency. So what has to be done to reduce the lambda value? Only thing is to increase the frequency. So how do you do? So directly increasing the frequency, it is not possible, right? Why? Because audio video signals are low frequencies, we can't change their frequencies. So in order to pass the signal so that the antenna should be of small size, we are using modulator which will have a carrier frequency which is of high frequency. It is having a carrier frequency which is of high frequency. That high frequency carrier will carry all the small signals. So now here, based on the carrier, the lambda should be low. That's it. So when the carrier frequency is high here, lambda will automatically become small. So height of the antenna gets reduced. That is, we can use small antenna. Even if we use small antenna, still we can transmit the signal. So when that is possible? That is possible only when we are using modulator. So what are the purposes? What is the purpose of modulator here? So modulator is used to convert low frequency signal to high frequency signal. This is one thing. The other one is, see, what is the carrier frequency? I said, right? Carrier frequency. For example, in 2G we are using 800 megahertz carrier. This is the carrier frequency we use. Okay. One thing is to convert low to high frequency. The other one is it will help in reducing the size of the antenna. Okay. Now the third one is why we use modulator is for multiplexing. Multiplexing means, suppose if there is one signal is coming here. Okay. So here let us suppose first signal is coming. Now if suppose the carrier frequency used to transmit this signal is, let us suppose, f1. Now if you take another signal which is having, maybe the voice and audio frequencies will be same, no doubt in that. But if we change the carrier frequency to f2, then both can be combined. If f and f1 and f2 are arranged, or if we are selecting the carrier frequencies differently such that they don't interfere, then we can multiplex those signals and we can transmit it. So that is the one of the biggest advantages here. One is height of the antenna, and this is the big advantage is multiplexing. Why? Because we can send many signals onto the same channel. So that is what we are doing here. Requirement of modulator is to multiplexing of the signal, transmission of more than one signal in the to the common channel. Without modulation, multiplexing is not possible. So without the modulator, without doing that modulation process, multiplexing is not possible. Okay. And the other one is, when we are sending the signal properly, when everything is being done properly at the transmitter, then automatically the signal to noise ratio, when the signal is good, definitely then the signal to noise ratio will get what we call, it will be good. Signal amplitude will be good, noise will be though it is there, but it won't be affecting. Why? Because our signal, whatever that signal we have transmitted, it is good. So signal to noise ratio is also improved here. Okay, so that is what reduce the effect of noise. So noise remains same, noise can't be reduced. Only thing we can do, it can be reduced with the help of processing, but in between whatever the noise gets added, that will get added, there is no doubt, and we can't avoid that. Only thing we can do is we can later on reduce the noise, and the other thing we can do is to increase the signal power. So as of now we are just what we call, we are increasing the signal power, and with that the effect of noise is also reduced. Why? Because we are using carrier frequency, so they are not affected. So we are selecting such frequencies, and these are the four things, right? First one is what? These are the four things, and you can I will revise it again. One is low modulator purpose is low frequency to high frequency, and the other one is size of the antenna is reduced, multiplexing is possible. Fourth one is to reduce the effect of noise. So on this the effect of noise is reduced, and the last one is that is the other side of the